Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Andy. This is Before You Call a Contractor. Today we're going to be going over how to clean out the dryer vent. First thing you need is what do you need for tools? Well, you need a dryer vent cleaning kit. That is what this is. These are 3-foot wands that screw together. So you got 12 feet. Got your brush that goes inside your pipe. Got another brush that used for cleaning inside the dryer itself. And then there's the attachment. You can attach this to the pipe in the wall, and you can attach it to the dryer, and then attach it to a shop vac to pull all the lint out. I will tell you, I wouldn't do it without a shop vac because it does make a huge mess. But you don't need a big shop vac. I have a 16-gallon one, but I use this 4-gallon shop vac for like 12 years, and it worked fine. So that's all you really need. Screwdriver, and depending on how high up your vent is outside, you may need a ladder or something along those lines. And we're going to start inside, and then we'll move outside, and we'll go from there. So the first thing we got to do is get to our dryer vent. So in this case, we're just going to, mine actually connects up here. Most of them connect down at the floor, but when I redid the laundry room, I brought mine up here because that's where I wanted it. You just undo the clamp, and this pipe slides off of that one. Also unplug it. And slide the dryer out. Okay. So from here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to clean the dryer itself first, and then we'll clean this, and then we'll clean our pipe going outside. So to clean the dryer vent, first we got to remove this telescoping tube. And it comes off that easy. And this we'll be able to take apart to clean inside of it. From here, we are going to use this brush attached to one of our wands. We are going to go up inside of here as much as we can to move it around to try to loosen up all the lint that's in there. And I do this about once a year. That's usually enough, depending on how often you use your dryer. If you've got a big family and the dryer runs nonstop, you might want to do it more often than that. I do it really for safety reasons, but it's also for efficiency. If this vent starts getting clogged up, your dryer becomes much less efficient, and you're more than likely could possibly burn up your element in the dryer. So I do it for the safety point of thing. I'm not going to say that dryer vents cause a lot of house fires. In the 21 years I've been a fireman, I think I've run 3 of them. But I also did have a guy that used to work with me, and he left our department, went out west, and he ran a dryer fire, and he fell through the floor and didn't survive. So it is a serious matter at times. But this definitely helps. And once I have that done, now I'm going to hook up the shop vac to it. So for the purpose of this video, this right here that connects to the dryer, it's actually the exact same size as this dryer pipe. I've had this dryer vent cleaning kit for quite a while, so it may have come with something to attach it, but I just use a piece of tape to it. It's only going to be on there for just a few minutes. In case you're curious, dryer vent cleaning kit, I just looked it up. This is April of 2026, and they are $38 at Lowe's. So they're not crazy expensive. And from here, we just hook our shop vac up to this. And then we're going to turn the shop vac on. And we've already loosened up all the lint on this side, but we're going to go into the dryer where the screen is for the lint, and we're going to go in there with the brush while the vacuum's running. So I've got the vacuum on. I'm going to pull out my lint screen, and I'm going to go down in through here with this brush and loosen up everything. And what the shop vac is doing is pulling it in the other direction. As much as you can get loose, that is the best thing to do. So spend some time scrubbing in here. All right, I think that's pretty good. So I took the dryer connection off, and I'm actually going to run the dryer vacuum tube up inside the dryer, just try to make sure we get everything. And we'll clean our screen while we're at it. All right, so that was the dryer side of things. Now we have this extension pipe that I have. So we got to take it apart. It just slides apart. This one is the one that was on the outside. It's pretty clean other than up at the top. This one's not terrible, but there's a decent amount of lint in there. So for this, I'm going to use the actual round brush. Run it in here. Loosen everything up. And yes, this might make a small mess. Again, another reason to have a shop vac. Now I'll do the same thing over here. And I'm going to turn the vacuum back on and clean this mess up. All right, guys, so we did that. Now we got to start working on our vent pipe. All right, so this is where our extensions come in with our round brush. You really kind of need a 3/8 inch drill for this, so you can hook the drill up to the wand. Just got to make it as wide as it'll go, and it will fit on there. Now, you've got 12 feet of these wands when you put them all together. I happen to know that my run is about 15 feet long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here with 2 sections from here, and then I'll go outside and I'll run the entire 12 feet from outside. But you got to run your drill. You don't have to go super fast. Let the brush go and do its work. Once you get to there, you can disconnect your drill. Hook up another wand. Reconnect your drill. And go ahead and continue on. Now, I know that when I pull this out, it's going to make something of a mess. I'll have to shop back up the floor. When you're shop backing this out, do not reverse your drill. Always keep your drill going clockwise. Because if you reverse your drill, you can actually cause these to unscrew inside the pipe, and your brush will be stuck up inside the pipe. I may not even run it pulling it out, because try to get as little dust out of here as possible. But you can see there's a decent amount of lint that just came out of that section. Let me get the shop vac. All right, guys, so now I got to reattach this to this pipe. Now, I was a little frustrated when I hooked up to the dryer because I don't really think the tape did a good job. So what I did was I went out and I made a little cut in this sleeve here. And like I said, I believe the newer ones come with an attachment to attach it. But this way, I can get this entire thing inside the pipe just by letting that bypass like that. Now I should get much better suction when I hook the vacuum up to it. Anyway, I'm going to hook the vacuum up, and we're going to go outside. All right, guys, so we're outside. This is where my dryer vent is. This is about 10 feet off the ground, so I've just got an 8-foot step ladder. The first thing I got to do is take this cage off. The kit just lifts off. Then you drop it to the ground. Now, if you have one of the ones that basically have a metal flap, you can just flap up there, you can do that. I could go through the trouble of taking this entire thing off, but then I have to recaulk everything else. So what I do, and I've gotten away with it over the years, is I just bend these little plastic things out. I don't damage them, I'm gentle with them. And I take them out. Now I can run my brush through there. So I do 2 of these wands at a time connected to the drill. Just get that one in there and get it spinning. And you don't have to go fast. Like the slower you go, sometimes the better you get it cleaned up. And what's happening is the shop vac now is pulling all that lint inside. Get it to there. Disconnect. Go ahead and connect another one. And guys, I can't emphasize enough, do not put your drill in reverse. Keep it going clockwise. Now, when I go to pull this out, I just keep it running the whole time and just let the whole length come out at one time. Now you can see like where my pipes go together here. I have a little lint, so I'm just scrub that like that. And again, it's all getting pulled into that vacuum. And that part is done. Now it's got to put our louvers back on. Not too bad. Get our cage. And my cage didn't have much lint on it, so I just wiped it off. If it had a lot of lint on it, probably take it to the garden hose and wipe it up. But it goes on just like that, then we're done out here. So now all we need to do is reinstall our dryer, and we are done. Take that out. Take this out. I'll get my telescoping tube ready to go. All right, guys, so telescoping tube, I just put it back together. You need one of these coming out one side and one coming out the other side. This I just connect to the bottom of the dryer like you would a dryer tube. And tighten down the clamp, hold it in place. Okay. Then you move the dryer back to where it belongs. And this can telescope up and down to make it to your pipe height. So you just move this up and down so you get the proper pipe height. And don't forget to put your clamp on there. Mine happened to fall on the floor. So we got the clamp on there. Push everything back together. Tighten your clamp up and you are done. So I'll take care of that in a second. So guys, cleaning out the dryer vent is really not that big a deal. I've done it a whole bunch of times. But if you're going to do it for the first time, probably give yourself about an hour because that's about what it would take the first time. After that, you can knock it out in about 30 minutes. But if anybody's looking for a side hustle, like I said, I've done lots of dryer vent cleaning for people over the years. And you can charge anywhere from $150 to $300 to clean a dryer vent. And you can usually be in and out of there in less than an hour. The price goes up depending on how high your vent is outside. That's basically how you justify the price. If you got a real simple one that you don't have to climb a ladder, you can charge $125 and still be in and out in 30 minutes. Anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. I hope you found this video helpful and have a great day.